Oh.
Hello? Hey, Daddy. Okay. I will call them and double check. I'm over at a friend's house right now, so. It's okay. Okay, bye.
We're going to have to cut you to only 30 minutes of the podcast. I'm going to have to take your benefits.
There aren't any benefits.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's podcast number 4. Awesome, 4. Had a slow week this week.
God, it has been really slow.
Well, it's because of the holiday and New Year's coming up.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a good Christmas? Or whatever?
It was okay. Steven wasn't there.
Yeah, that's why it's only okay.
That's why
It'd be
it was
great
only
if it was,
okay.
if he was here. But Merry Christmas, Steven, if you're listening. Wish you were here, man. Be safe out there. Anyways, let's go ahead and just jump right to it as far as the comments go. We'll get this out of the way. We got 1 comment.
1, people, 1. And no emails. Work with me here. Come on.
It is the holidays. Cut up some
happy.
slack.
No slack is given.
Your slack has been denied.
I don't get any slack. They can't have any.
Fair is fair, I guess.
All is fair in podcasts and technology.
Technology?
I don't know.
That was a good ad-lib.
Love and war.
Our comment here comes from Lenny. I like dog shit 92. Thank you for the comments. An awesome comment. I love comments that are very detailed. Like they talk specifically with what we talked about. Shows that they're paying attention.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for the comment. The Divide, he said he doesn't know. He doesn't think the trailer interests him enough to go see it. And for Underworld Awakening, he likes it. Looks like a lot of action and he likes Kate Beckinsale apparently. And no, yeah, she looks good. She's a good vampire.
Yeah,
I'm glad
she's
they
not
got her
bad
back.
looking. So.
But I'm really curious with the storyline for that movie.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you, Lenny, which is, I don't know who would be our first official Nerd Herd person. You all are generally, but I was thinking, like, who would officially be the first person in our Nerd Herd? Would be the first person.
Lenny's commented the most.
Yeah, and I think he was the first to comment
but
on the very first
he
podcast.
Was the very first.
Yeah, so you're the very first
but
member of the Nerd Herd.
Mike sent me more emails.
This is true.
But it was more of a back and forth argument. But I still liked the
debate.
emails. It was a debate. There we go. It wasn't an argument. It was a debate.
It was a Zompocalypse debate.
It was. But I like getting the emails. I do. It gives me something to do in my free time because I don't...
Something to interact with other people with.
Yeah. Plus, I have all this free time just wasting away. Damn it!
Well, speaking of which, we'll talk about some certain Christmas gifts that are...
Yeah. Time wasters.
Time wasters. Well, not really time wasters. They're very productive, in my opinion.
I totally wasn't expecting that when you got it for me.
Really?
I was so excited. Can I just go ahead and tell him?
Yeah.
Ray got me Minecraft.
Woo!
Oh God, it's so awesome. We had to go out and buy a mouse today so I could play it better on my laptop.
Yeah, because I forgot to... I wasn't thinking, I knew you wanted the game. And I'm like, well, I want it too, so at least it gives me somebody to play with. And then it's like, I gave her the code. She didn't have a mouse, so she's sitting there clicking on her little mouse pad. It's like, make work.
Why am I
flying? Yeah, because you started in creative mode.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have made it the first night if you were in survival mode without a mouse. I'm sorry.
You don't fly in survival mode.
Well, because creative mode is just about building things.
Yeah.
That's why you have all those supplies. I've wasted a good number of hours the last couple days just in Minecraft.
Yeah, Mister, I go to bed at 7 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I've got a very impressive the tunnel system going on right now. I've got a farm. I've got a house with a basement.
Yeah. Yours is really intricate and a dungeon.
Yeah, and a dungeon. I found a dungeon in the game. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So tomorrow we're gonna try multiplayer out.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't tell me. Okay.
We are.
Cool.
When you come over, we'll set up the network and we'll play actually on the same server. We'll make our own server.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll post on the Facebook page what that is. So if any of you in the Nerd Herd have Minecraft, you can actually play with us. Just
don't destroy our shit,
yeah.
Okay? We will get pissy and blow you up.
It took me a long time to build my first chicken coop. First night, I woke up next morning, half of it's blown off, all the chickens are gone. I was like, fucking creeper. Just showed up and blew it up. Because I have one of those. Yeah, it blew it up. I saw the chicken coop and I blew it up. Have you ever blown anything up? Oh, man. Ahmed, you are a failed
My
tourist.
favorite.
But yeah, so we got Minecraft for you got Minecraft for Christmas. I got it for myself. So it was a Christmas gift to me.
Yeah.
What else did you get?
My daddy got me a Taurus Slim 9mm. It's a gun, in case anyone doesn't know.
Yeah, because I hear Taurus and it's like, is that a
Yeah.
car?
No.
But then you hear 9mm.
9mm,
Like,
that's a bullet.
That's a weapon.
Yeah. No, my hand's actually sore because I went out and shot at it, or shot with it yesterday, and I shot 150 rounds, and my hand is sore.
You're a scary woman.
I am. I almost made my thumb bleed because I was pulling back the slide, making it slide back, and to put a bullet in the chamber.
Oh.
Yeah, because you have to you have to push a button down and it slides the slide back over the chamber.
Doesn't it have the same system that the Glocks use?
No.
No,
It's
they're
different. Different company. I don't like a Glock. It doesn't fit well in my hand.
Just the fit or the size, shape, weight?
The grips don't work with my hand very well. But the Taurus really does. The only problem is that it has a heavy trigger, so it has a safety trigger on the trigger itself, so you have to pull both of them back, and it kind of makes it difficult to shoot
I see.
straight.
Yeah.
They tend to go up and to the right.
What do you need to go to this range that you go to?
A gun.
Your own, or can you shoot theirs?
You need your own.
See, that's where I want to go to range, but I don't have a gun.
You don't need it registered in the state of Florida. You don't have to have a registration for it.
So I can just go out and purchase a gun right now.
You don't need a Oh yeah, you can't.
Oh,
You're not a citizen.
Yeah,
Tiffany
that's right.
can.
Tiffany can. I
And then
can't.
you can
Not
shoot
yet.
Texan, I can get one for free anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Just
that's
just go to Texas, buy a bottle of Jack. They'll give us a revolver.
There you go. I hate revolvers.
I don't like
them.
revolvers either.
They are heavy and I don't like them.
The only the only time I would recommend a revolver is if you really just wanted something small on your person, so you could
Cowboy?
get no, not a
They're
big one.
good-
Get a snub nose.
They're good purse guns.
Yeah.
Only because they won't jam in your purse. If you
Exactly.
shoot, they have these things called, they're literally purses made for guns to be in. They have a secret pocket and it has a holster in it for the gun. If you have a revolver, you can actually shoot through the purse and keep shooting all 5 rounds. But if you have, or 6 rounds, depending on how many it is. But with a handgun, it can jam because it gets caught on the cloth because it slides back to make the round come out. But you'd have to aim really well, or just scare the shit out of them.
Yeah, or if they're really really close.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm saying.
But you only get 1 round off if you have a handgun, versus a revolver if you just have a pistol.
But that's what I'm saying. If you want something small on your person,
Yeah.
a small snub nose revolver is perfect.
Well,
you're not looking for something for range. You're looking for something to just shoot the person that's standing in front of you.
the slim only holds like 7.
Really? It only
Yeah.
7?
Mm-hmm. Well, and 1 in chamber, so that's 8.
Okay. That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Any even number, 8 or 10.
Yeah, the magazine holds 7, and the one in the chamber is 8.
We just completely went on to gun talk.
It's like
So that's-
NPR.
Okay, so yeah, exactly. NPR, if you're listening.
I don't like NPR. God,
I don't either.
I'm gonna shoot myself.
They got
And I
defunded a
can't.
while ago. Please no.
No, it's in my dresser drawer. Well, my nightstand drawer. Anyway.
Both the mag and the gun, they are.
Yeah, they're
It's-
within. Yeah, they're separate. I don't keep it loaded
Yeah,
because.
thank God for that.
But it's really easy to load. All you have to do is slide it. Yeah, pull the safety off. And
Yeah.
did you seriously just tilt your hand to the
Yeah.
side? You don't shoot like that.
I know. I'm just putting my hand up as
That's terrible.
gesture.
You would never. The only way you could make that function is if you were trying to use your non-dominant hand.
Yeah.
If you're trying to shoot left-handed,
Because
if you're not,
yeah.
because your line of sight is off, so you tilt it a little bit at an angle, and that will make it actually hit your target. Yeah.
I actually like the Glocks.
I don't. My dad's friend that I was shooting with, his daughter was there, and she was shooting a Glock, and I didn't like it. And then he was shooting like a 6-shoot revolver.
What else have you shot?
I've shot a thing that's similar to an M16. Yeah. It's not like rapid fire or anything like that. It's just-
Semi-auto.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice. And it was modified, so it didn't have a kickback to it. It was
Oh,
really
it had
nice.
it had a recoil
I don't know what
suppressor or something.
he fiddled with it himself, so he did something to it.
Okay.
I've shot a rifle, some 22s, a 9mm, a 38, a few revolvers, shotgun.
12 gauge.
No, not a 12 gauge.
Oh, what kind of shotgun did you fire then?
7.5.
Ah.
I think.
Don't they get smaller with? I mean, bigger with the number, or is it the other way around? It's smaller with the number.
Smaller number, smaller gauge.
Okay.
Yeah. It goes 7, 7.5, 12, and then like buckshot, and you can't shoot buckshot at a range
Yeah, no, because it
it
spreads.
goes everywhere, and
Yeah.
you could hurt someone.
What else did you get?
I got a clock, and that goes tick. It has like it's not a cuckoo clock, but it has like a ball that hangs down and it moves with the second ticks, and that's kind of cool. It's hanging up in my bedroom. I got Minecraft. I got Adipose and chopsticks from you. Got Minecraft. I think I said that already.
You said that like 3 times. So
whatever.
It's like
I'm really excited.
It's the most awesome gift you got this year.
Yeah, I bought a camera for myself. Steven didn't get me anything.
He probably did. It's just
no, he
it's
didn't.
coming with him. He didn't. He didn't get you a donkey.
Well, I'm also not going to get anything for Valentine's Day either, so
Oh,
yeah. And he won't be here for our 1st year anniversary.
happens when you got a guy in the military. But
Well, still doesn't mean I can't be pissed about it.
yeah,
Well, not pissed about it.
It's
It's
just-
more like sad because he's not here.
it will be.
And I wouldn't mind if he didn't get me anything, just as long as he was here.
Yeah, exactly. I understand that.
Yeah. But since he's not here, he should have got me something. I think that's really all I got. No, I got The Big Bang Theory, the 3rd season.
Oh, that's right. We still have to watch that.
Yeah, we do. I opened it and watched the special features, but other than that, I didn't touch it yet.
That's the first thing I do is like special features.
Yeah.
And then on to the movie.
Yeah.
Like my friends would like if ever it's movie night, my friends before would always hate me because it's like, Ray, just please don't go to the special features. No, you gotta see how it was like behind the scenes before we watch. It's like, God damn it, it's 40 minutes long. Okay, then you're gonna be here an extra 40 minutes. Shut up.
Yeah.
So
I think that was it. It was a quite well, considering like the gun itself is, it's like $400. It's
yeah,
a fairly expensive piece. I think he got it on sale though. It doesn't really matter. But
I wish I got a gun,
no, you
but
don't.
I'd have too much fun with it.
No, you don't need a gun. It came with 6 magazines.
Are you serious?
Hmm.
That is awesome. So you can just hide one in every different rooms of the house.
Yeah, and I have these bullets they're called critical defense.
Mm-hmm.
They're like these special lead bullets with like
Hollow points. Nice.
they are. My dad got them and he says these are the expensive kind. You don't shoot those unless you're trying to kill someone.
Unless yeah.
Unless
This is
someone's
when
in
someone's
your house.
breaking into your house and you
Yeah.
just have at it. But
Well, I have 2 magazines full of those. I loaded it. So with those, because the other rounds I bought, they're just practice little
isn't
rounds.
it bad to completely load up a mag, like full?
I mean, it
And
can
keep it like that?
jam. It can jam, but it's not that difficult to stop a jam.
Mm-hmm.
So I fill mine up to 6 only because I don't have one of those. It's the device that you stick on the magazine
Yeah, it makes
and
it easier
helps
to
you
load.
Yeah, I don't have one
You
of
have
those.
to do
so
it manually.
yeah, and it hurts after a while, like my
Yeah.
thumb from pushing them in. And so I only have 6 shots in each mag.
Well, I think that's
So-
safe anyways.
Yeah.
Because I know people that like your risk of jamming goes up if you have it completely full.
Plus, if you rock your wrist back, like if you rock it so the gun jerks upward, you can jam your gun that way.
Yeah.
And it's not so good. I did that a couple times at the range, so I had to unjam it.
Well, at least you know how to unjam it,
Yeah, you just pull the slide back.
and then it ejects.
Yeah, it ejects the bullet, and
Okay. But then you have to go after it.
no, it can't. You just open the slide and tilt the gun to the
Oh, it doesn't
side.
just-
No, it doesn't pop out.
Oh, okay.
It just makes it loose, and then you tilt it out, and it pops out on the table or the
Oh.
ground, wherever you pop it out.
Okay. Nice.
I got shot in the forehead. No, not shot in the forehead, but a casing ejected from my gun and hit me in the forehead.
They didn't go down your shirt or anything.
I had that done too.
I've been hit in the
hot.
face with a shell before. It's not fun.
I was glad. I was really happy I was wearing like those protective goggles, the glasses, because I've had a couple like hit the lens of the glasses. Like, wow, that would have hit my eye. So what did you get for Christmas?
I got okay. Let me think here. The first thing that comes off the top of my head is Tiffany got me an electric razor Finally, a good one that
Yeah,
actually works.
She had that at my house. I know.
Yeah. What else? I got a really good jacket that my mom got me. She already knew I wanted it. I got sweatpants, socks, typical from your parents sort of gifts. And then my mom got us, technically it was for both of us, a 37-inch Panasonic flat screen TV, which is awesome. So she spent a good amount on that, and she even went and got us the warranty on it and a gift receipt in case we wanted to return it. But so far it's worked on the PS3 fine. I thought the refresh rate on it, which was at 60 hertz, would affect the gameplay. But I've played Uncharted, which uses up the most processing power out of the PS3, and it hasn't slowed down or anything. So TV's working great. Thank you, Mom. Other than that, you got me a $25 gift card. Thank you. And well, I prefer that, especially if you don't know what to get me. So it's like,
because no one gives me their email address.
I'm gonna make sure you leave with it today. I will write it down, and you will take it with you. And
yep, he's writing it down now.
Writing it down now. This is for my ThinkGeek.com wish list.
Yeah, so I can get him his birthday present.
Yeah. Now I was saying it's not like you're not gonna find something on there, because I got like $5,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
You'll find something.
I'm sure I will. Yeah.
And I actually checked it, and I already deleted all the stuff that's not in stock anymore. Because I hate when that happens.
Yeah, my toaster.
I know. I'm sorry about that.
So sad. I found some on like Google search, and they're like $90. I'm like, I was gonna pay $40. No way in hell. I'll go buy a Hello Kitty toaster.
Was it? Do you know if they were like a ThinkGeek? If ThinkGeek actually produced them, or if they were just distributing them?
I think they were just distributing them.
Because there's a lot of ThinkGeek made products.
They got pulled because something about the Star Wars copyright label. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That sucks. I would think that they would have clearance to do that before they even made the damn thing.
No, the production company that shot Star Wars actually tried to sue the man who created the Stormtrooper heads, because he was selling them as memorabilia for over in Europe, and he got nailed for it because they were like, yeah, you can't do that because you're not technically, you just can't do it because it's copyright and all this stuff. And the guy who was actually producing the heads, who created it, he won because they were like, yeah, you have no control over that because he created it, so he has the right to sell it, and you don't have a patent.
Just because it looks like...
No, he was mass producing the Stormtrooper heads.
Oh.
But he created them.
Right.
He made them for the movie.
Right.
And then he got slammed for it because he wasn't giving them a cut of the percentage.
Yeah, but that's on but that's on his own time now. It's not like they're paying him to make any more for the movies.
They tried to sue him, and the judge threw it out. They were like, yeah, no, you can't do that.
That's kind of like Hayden Christensen trying to tell George Lucas to sue Kevin Smith for that line in Clerks 2.
Yeah.
I am Anakin Skywalker. My shitty acting is ruining Saga. Yeah, Hayden sent a couple emails, or his publicist sent emails to George and Skywalker Ranch saying you should sue Kevin Smith because they're making fun of me. And I'm like,
ridiculous. Really? When you do a movie, you kind of give your rights away. To,
pretty much.
Not make fun of me. You're fair game, especially if it's in a mass-produced series like Star Wars is.
Mm-hmm. You're in public eye. You know how many Spock jokes there are out there?
Yeah, and those tabloids produce fake stuff all the time. So why is he getting pissy about one movie?
If you didn't want to be in the spotlight like that and in a negative way, don't be in the film industry.
Don't go be a celebrity because it's just not going to happen.
No, it doesn't matter how many Academy Awards you win. There's going to be one heckler out there that's like, oh, he's a shitty actor.
Yep.
Just because the Academy Awards group thinks that you're great doesn't mean everyone else in the world is going to. I mean, it's sort of biased how they do it. I think it was a good example. I just thought it was funny how Halle Berry won either an Academy Award or an Oscar, I forget which one, only after she did Monsters Ball.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Halle Berry, but
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, that was, like, one of the first movies where she actually finally bared skin. So it's like, oh, okay, she bare skin. Yeah, let's give it to her. She did a good job in the movie, but still, it's like,
I don't know. Halle Berry did Catwoman. That was a terrible movie.
That was a terrible movie.
But she showed a lot of skin.
I'm getting nervous that Anne Hathaway's playing Catwoman in the new Batman. I don't know how that's going to work out. But
Anne Hathaway's not bad looking, though.
No, it's not that. It's just, it's not who I would picture as Catwoman, but that's probably because I remember Michelle Pfeiffer being the original Catwoman in the older
You're
movies.
Comparing.
I know, and that's just it. But in Christopher Nolan, we trust. So.
Oh, WWCN.
Yeah.
What would WWCND? What would Christopher Nolan do?
Yeah. I should make a bumper sticker of that because that's like that's my directorial perspective. Like, what would Christopher Nolan do in a time like this?
Put a bad ending to a great movie.
Oh, it was.
Shut up. We discussed this last podcast.
Yeah.
We're not getting into it.
We're not getting into it now. Okay, but yeah, that's what I got for Christmas. Yay! Minecraft being the one thing I got myself, and I've been playing it like almost nonstop.
I would have been if I had a mouse.
Well, you have one now, and we're gonna get into it
do.
tomorrow, and I'll show you how to make stuff. But yeah, no, I can understand where people are coming from. Before, I was just getting the joke that, oh, creepers are bad. Now I see a creeper anywhere, and I'm just like, fuck, get away from it.
Run away!
It's like you hear the fuse sound, and it's like, shit, I'm dead. And there's times where I just get, I almost shit myself because I'm like, I'm in a mine, and apparently on the other side of this wall or something, or in a level below me or above me, there's a creeper. And then I start digging, and then he'll see me and just start and blow something up, and I have no idea where it came from. Twice already I've been killed by a creeper because I'm mining, and then I turn around and he's coming right at me, and I'm in this hole and I'm cornered. There's nothing I can do, and by the farm.
Oh my goodness.
I'm contemplating getting the Weeping Angels mob.
God, no.
Just to see what they're like, but I'll probably remove it afterwards.
Suck.
Because
Suck. Only a pickaxe will do the trick.
Yeah. The Endermen are just as scary.
I haven't seen one, so.
I'll show you a picture of one here. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the Endermen, they're like opposite the Weeping Angels where you have to put your crosshair on them for them to get hostile. Those things, man.
On ThinkGeek, they have this super cool hoodie that's Minecraft. I want it.
Does it say Minecraft on
It's
it? Or
like
what
University of Minecraft.
Oh.
It's like $60 though. I'm like, eh.
There's a t-shirt in the Minecraft store that I want to get, and it's a graphic t-shirt that shows like the X-ray cutout of a creeper, like the TNT and its stomach and everything. I really like that one. And then there's the first Minecraft shirt they got on ThinkGeek was of a Minecraft character looking at a circle, like a sphere. He's
yeah,
like,
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. What is this thing?
Oh my goodness. Okay, looking back at our list. Okay, what's your New Year's resolution?
I'm really bad on New Year's resolutions. Last year, I've already failed this one because my New Year's resolution last year was to continue vlogging until the end of the year. So I've kind of taken a hiatus, so I kind of broke.
But you started back.
Yeah, I started back with the podcast, and there is a vlog coming. I'm still in the mid. Yeah, I'm lazy, and I really am. I have it halfway done. I have a lot of the footage already on the computer, ready to go. It's just I'm adding everything as I come to it. I'm trying not to make it very long because I don't want to make like a huge like 30-minute vlog for you guys to come back to. So I'm just like taking bits and pieces, but it's still gonna end up being like 15, 20 minutes, I think.
That's not bad, especially since you've been gone for like half a year.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, almost half a year, like 4 or 5 months. But I'm thinking it'll be like. I think my New Year's resolution will be to continue with the podcast and the vlogs throughout 2012. And I definitely want to keep the weekly podcast. The weekly podcasts, and then the game commentary, all that other good stuff. The vlogs.
I just think it would be best if you had like at least 3 things produced a week.
Yeah.
Like you have the podcasts, like video game or movie commentary, and then like your vlog. Because that would get like a lot of hits.
Oh yeah, I know.
I just think that it would be good for business, in air quotes here, business, if you did it 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Now I know it's difficult because you work, but
Well,
I already said I would take some of the editing on if I
Yeah.
figured it out.
the podcast stuff isn't that hard to deal with. It's mainly audio, and I already have the video part set up, so it'll do all the graphics
Yeah.
automatically. The vlogs will end up taking time just because of how I shoot. I'll just take the camera, start shooting, and then later on I might be like, yeah, that didn't make any sense, so I'll cut stuff out.
Yeah.
And then the movie commentary, I'm so ready to do because that's easy. That's
Yeah.
just turn on the mics, play the movie, just say, okay, hit play now, and
Yeah.
you can watch the movie with us and hear us, commentary
Yeah.
on the thing. And then that's it.
When
I
are
don't
you
have to
putting up
edit
the
it
Fright Night
this week.
this week. Okay.
This week, if not the first, along
I
with
think
this
we need to
next
get like a
podcast.
calendar.
Yeah, we need to get a
and put all of the stuff that we're going to do down.
I want to get a set schedule going
I think
as the new
that'd be a
year
good
comes
idea.
around.
I
But
think that'd be a good idea.
like we're within the first 10 podcasts, so I'm like, this is where we're just working out the kinks as to what we want to
Yeah.
do and how we want to do it.
I think I'll go get it like a dry erase calendar.
I have one, but I just have to get the stuff off of it because that stuff's been
Oh,
stuck there.
okay.
So it's
Never mind,
it's
then
not
we already
wiping
have
off.
one.
We just need markers.
Oh, okay. Let's
But yeah, and we're gonna have segments pretty soon, like as things come along, like the keep on vlogging thing.
yeah.
Like that was just like I just started that on a whim, and then it became a thing. So I'm pretty sure as the podcast go, there's something that's gonna happen in the podcast that's gonna become a regular thing, turn into a segment, so on
Yeah.
and so forth.
I think 3 times a week is a good number.
We're gonna try.
Yeah.
If you guys love us this much, we're definitely gonna try.
And put your New Year's resolutions in the comment section below. That'd be
Please.
nice to hear. Yeah.
If anyone else got Minecraft, let me know. We can add you to the server. We can actually corral you guys and make an actual nerd herd. That would be fun.
Yeah. Hello. That's what we should call the server.
Yeah.
Nerd herd.
Nerd herd.
I agree.
Yeah, we'll call the server Nerd Herd.
No
Yeah,
one
I
steal
will.
that idea.
When even if there is, we'll make it.
Patented idea. I
Yeah.
just patented it in my brain.
Patent code number Liz, or I'll kick
Well,
your
actually,
ass.
they have a poor man's patent where if you have something and you mail it to yourself, and as long as you don't open it, it has the postmaster stamp on it, and that's a poor man's patent.
Yeah, because that signifies. Yeah.
That's saying the date that you created it, and you can actually it holds up in court and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
You have to open it in court, but it's.
Yeah, it's still sealed until you get there and
You
you're
have
just
to
like,
use it.
this is my idea. Why? Because I have this piece of paper. Yep. Yeah,
There's
it works.
I actually did that for Believe in Fate.
You patented it.
Well, I tried to claim copyright on it.
Did it work?
I have the envelope in the thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So I'm just like waiting to have to open and see if it works out. But yeah, the whole Believe in Fate Productions idea, I even wrote it out like it's a video production.
Oh, I was like, why does it smell like nail polish remover?
Oh, she's trying to clean the
Tiffany's cleaning the whiteboard.
Okay. I had written out a whole thing like Believe in Fate Productions is a video production company. It also does graphics and so on and so forth. And Believe in Fate, the Believe in Fate logo, because I actually had a logo made, the one that's on the PlayStation 3, is also patented, and I have copyright.
That's cool.
From the guy who made it. He gave me the rights to the actual image, and I
That's
can do
neat.
anything I want with it. And I mailed it to myself, and I have it there.
I think I'm gonna make us some 2 Geeks 1 Mic t-shirts on Cafe Press.
Yes, that would be awesome. I wonder if they would allow us to use the TARDIS image.
Yeah, they
don't-
let you do any image you want. If you can pull it off the internet, you can stick it on there.
Yeah, okay.
It's not like a copyright issue because if you can pull it off the internet, you can stick it on the t-shirt.
Yeah, oh, okay.
And I can even put like on the bottom of it or somewhere on it, I can say like Believe in Fate production company.
Yeah. Well, you could put it like in the lower corner or something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be huge.
No,
2 Geeks 1
no,
Mic being the main
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and then it's like, a Believe in Fate production.
And this is one thing. Okay, since we're talking about this, I'm gonna go ahead and say this because this is actually what I did when I first made the Believe in Fate T-shirts, which are still going on at Zazzle.com if anyone's interested. plug. Okay. Since we're eventually gonna be getting to the point where we're gonna be making a merch store for 2 Geeks 1 Mic, because I've already got ideas for like
Bumper
different
stickers.
quotes. Yeah, from our recordings on
Okay.
T-shirts and things. If you guys have any ideas as to what you want to see,
On what?
on what,
Yeah.
like if you want to see mugs, if you want to
Yeah,
see
buttons, something
mouse,
like that.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely making a mouse pad.
Nice. They have that at Cafe Press.
Yeah, I'm definitely
We
making
can
a mouse
do
pad.
all the stuff on Cafe Press. You can make a messenger bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's really neat. Hats,
What I
underwear, if you're into that kind of thing.
if
Not really, but I'm just saying you can do it. It's doneable.
I've done
Doneable.
Believe in Fate
Doable.
doable. I've done a Believe in Fate boxer shorts, but I haven't purchased them. I haven't purchased them, but they're there. They're there. It says Believe in Fate over the back. Sweet. We have a whiteboard.
You know, actually, if you will email me the background to the YouTube site, I can actually put that on a t-shirt.
Sweet.
And then do 2 Geeks, 1 Mic, and
In the
then
middle,
and
yeah.
then off to the corner, Believe in Fate Production.
Actually, I think on
I can do
Cafe
that.
Press they can allow you to put stuff on
the sleeve.
On the sleeve, you
Yeah.
can put Believe in Fate Productions on the
Yep,
sleeve.
I will attempt to.
All right, we got a whiteboard.
And markers. Now I can get a ruler to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, what was I saying? All right.
So if you email me that image, I can do that.
I'll definitely do that.
Granted, they'll be like $25 a piece for us
Well,
to
that's
purchase just right off.
Yeah.
But that would be for you and me and Tiffany too.
Yeah.
But that's not the point of that. But
I can technically
just
claim the
us.
taxes on these.
nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. But anyways, no, what I was saying, what I did when I first made t-shirts, it's sort of like a contest, but well, actually, I guess you could classify it as a contest. If any of you guys have any ideas, you have a design you would like to see for 2
Or a
Geeks, 1
quote.
Mic, yeah, or a quote that you want to see on one, go ahead and submit it, and we'll draw one from a hat. Or if we just like yours, if yours is like the best one that we've seen, or it's the best quote, it fits perfectly on a t-shirt, or if you have a design idea, not only will we add it to our merch store, but we'll send you one.
Nice.
Yeah.
We should get going on that then, because we can't just say that there's a contest and then not do it.
Yeah. No, I'm completely prepared. If they
Okay.
if you guys send in your
Suggestions.
suggestion or your graphic, if you're into that, if you can make your own graphic, and we pick it, we really, really like it, then once we start rolling out some shirts, you'll get one for free.
Yeah. There you go. So comment, people. Comment. We're not normally generous like this.
Yeah. Well, I am.
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not.
I've been generous. The entire time I've had the vlogs, I've had like 3 contests.
I bake for people. If I'm nice to them, I'll bake for them. But since I don't know you guys,
Oh yeah,
because no one emails me.
Well, thank you. Oh, speaking of which, thank you for the pumpkin bread you made for us
Thanked
for
me
Christmas.
last time.
It's really good.
Thank
It
you,
was,
thank
and the
you.
fudge and everything.
I was thinking of making some other bread stuff. I was thinking of making scones, but I don't have the baking powder.
I've never really tried to make a scone.
I don't know. I was gonna make some and see how they turn out, and if they turn out any good, then you shall see. But I have to.
I will. I don't mind being a penny gig for you.
Penny gig.
A penny gig.
Nice. Oh man. Okay. What were we on before?
New Year's resolutions.
Gotcha. I want to lose 15 pounds again.
You want to lose 15 pounds?
Yeah.
Why do people always go for the weight stuff or the quit smoking?
It's because it's a chick thing for one, and I would like. Well, it's true because I want to fit back into my size 0 pants instead of the size 3s I'm wearing now.
Well, are they gonna? Do you know if they're gonna prescribe you your medication again when you get back to the Mayo Clinic?
Hoping. No,
Well, at
the
least-
Mayo Clinic probably will not prescribe it to me, but
Dr.
Dr.
Thompson-
Thompson will.
Okay.
So if I go back to him, then I'll be back on my drugs, which is probably good because right now I have a possibility of having a stroke or a heart attack because I'm not on my blood pressure medication.
Yeah, which we don't want happening.
Yeah.
But didn't the Mayo Clinic? Is the Mayo Clinic that said they don't want you on medication during this period of time?
No, I just stopped taking it. Why?
Yeah.
Because it made me really tired, and without my stimulant, I can't function. And I wouldn't have made it through this semester.
Oh.
And I'm still too afraid to look at my grades.
You still haven't looked at them?
I don't know. I figured I'd get
Did you get them in the mail or?
They post them online.
Do you want me to look?
No, because... No, I just don't. I'm sure I'll get an email from Bright Futures if I flunked out or something.
You're gonna have to look eventually.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Then someone else will look for you.
No, I will go online to make sure I'm not registered for any classes this semester and make sure I unroll, de-roll, unroll,
De-enroll. I think.
de-enroll, whatever.
Whatever it is.
So
The
make
reverse of enroll.
So make sure that Bright Futures isn't paying for any classes because I'm not going to school this semester.
Right. You're skipping
I'm
one
taking
semester?
I'm taking a semester off, which technically speaking, since I'm already a semester ahead, I would still be graduating on
same time?
schedule, like technically on and I can still skip. I can still make it before schedule if I take 5 classes for 2 semesters and then 2 classes in the summer.
Right.
Then I could still pass early, like before I'm 21. I'll have my bachelor's degree.
Nice. See, I wish I could have
No, you don't.
finished that. I have 2 years under computer science, and the only reason I contemplated not even finishing it was because of it's just code, man. It's constantly changing.
Yeah.
The stuff that I learned in my first year, by the time I'm in my graduating year, it's like different, or they have something else that does it better. Or
See, history doesn't really change that much unless someone breaks through like this amazing discovery, like Pluto not being a planet.
Pluto is definitely a planet.
I don't. That's stupid. They didn't even change the textbooks or anything.
Yeah, I know.
The teachers just now have to say, well, Pluto is not actually a planet. So instead of 9, we have 8. And then there's Planet X, but it's not really a planet because it's the same size as Pluto. So if Pluto's not a planet, then you can't call it Planet X.
I'm just for the love of my science teacher I had growing up, I'm like, Pluto is a planet. That's what I've been taught, and that's what I'm sticking to.
I still think Pluto's a planet, but
how you gonna hate on Pluto?
I know. Science says it's not, and I've never really cared for science, although I did like balancing chemical equations. I would have done good in chemistry. I dropped chemistry because I had to take a dual enrolled zoology class because it was with lab, but I needed the dual enrollment credit for college credit so I could graduate early like I did in high school, so I graduated at 16 instead of 17.
Impressive.
It's a mouthful.
And this is why you're on 2 Geeks, 1 Mic.
That's why I had 5 cups of coffee today.
Oh geez, yep. We got our caffeine today. She
It
shot.
makes me kind of dizzy though.
Really?
Yeah, like I'll think Frank is moving forward when it's not. Like I'll have him in park, and the car will literally look to me like it's moving, but it's not.
It's the caffeine in your system.
I have that or lack of it. I blame everything on not having my stimulant that I need. A lot, actually.
Well,
Probably more than I should. blame
You
it
will
on.
be back on it with Dr. Thompson.
I really hope so. Or something similar to... I really want to be put on Provigil,
Okay.
but it fucks up with your birth control. And I cannot have a baby.
Get that little thingy.
It has
done.
like a low percentage of messing with a woman's birth control.
But it's still a risk.
Yeah, there's still a risk of... Oops. That's a hell of an oops, okay?
Yeah, that's 9 months, and the rest of it, it's
That's
18
9
years.
months and 18 years if you're like some parents and then decide to cut them out of your life.
It's like, hey, happy birthday, you're 18, get a
Yeah.
job.
Yeah. See ya. We're buying
Hey, you
an
got a
RV.
job. Hey, you got a job. Here's a penny saver, find an apartment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, team apartment.
Yeah.
Pay for it.
Yeah. A demon apartment. I'll pay for it.
I love you, demon baby.
Our number one internet time waster, Toby Turner.
Oh God, yes. I love Toby Turner.
He's like our go-to person when we're bored. It's like, what do you want to do? Let's see if Toby's got a new video on.
Toby.
Either that or just like browsing ThinkGeek for any new stuff. I really, but I wouldn't pay the price that they're asking for it. Have you seen the Kingdom Hearts organization 13 hoodie they have on there? It's
I don't normally look
at the clothes.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly because I'm not going to pay for it because it's ridiculously priced. And then you shipping and handling, and I'm just like, fuck that. Well, not when I can go to Cafe Press and make it myself.
Oh, this is true. I want to get that. If you guys like the Facebook page, I posted the picture of it online. The DeLorean crashed into the TARDIS.
Ooh, that would be good.
I really want that on a T-shirt. I would love to have
or
that
on the
a
back
t-shirt.
of like a sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. No, like I made my bumper sticker on the back of my car that says "I Heart My Corpsman."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I made that.
Oh, that's where you got it? Oh, I
yeah.
thought that was like a generic one.
Mm-mm, I made it.
Nice. Yeah, the one that says "I like pineapples" on the back of Tiff's truck. Yeah, that was the clones thing. Clone number. Oh wow, I completely forgot the clone numbers. I feel so bad. Clone number 3 is the main one. Clone number 4 is the pyro. Clone number 5 is the retarded one. Clone number 6 is the demonic one. Clone number 7 is the teen one. Okay, I still got it, people.
What's 2?
1 and 2 died.
Oh, okay.
The first one was hyper as shit, so we had to put him down. And the second one was too childish, and Tiffany hit him with her car.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, that's how that a little
Alright.
history there as to what happened with the clones. And the clones, speaking of which,
That was an accident.
it worked out. He needs to be out of the way anyways. But now we got 5 to deal with, and that was difficult. Have you've seen the clone
I've
videos?
seen clone videos.
So that's something I want to try to continue doing. Just
Yeah.
honestly, guys, I don't have the same amount of time I had back then with the job and
But you
everything.
work
And
like 30 something hours a week.
they're pushing me up to 40 now.
Oh, look, congrats.
Yeah, they're putting me at full time. So
Now
which
you
is
really have the benefits, so you really should call in about
yeah,
that.
and us. So with that being said, it's the clone effects very time consuming. Like it's tedious, but in a way that I like. I really enjoy editing them because I love. You guys already know me. I love the creative aspect of it. Like seeing a video that's in 5 million pieces and then putting it all together and having a really, really good looking video. I enjoy doing that. So editing to me is fun, no matter what. It's just I wish I had more time to do it.
I'll be the judge of that when I attempt to edit something.
Oh, you probably will not like it.
I don't know. I like putting together puzzles, but
Well, this one's not really a puzzle. If you're doing special effects, yeah, it's a puzzle of trying to figure out what pieces go where and what effects to use. But when you're doing the podcasts, it's really a matter of drag and drop, because I'll give you all of the things that you'll need to edit with, all the assets. But when it comes to the actual audio part, it's like just sitting there and listening the entire time, beginning to end, and cutting out parts that you think don't need to be in there.
yeah, or don't make sense. And
yeah.
then you got to make sure that the parts you do cut out still make sense with the rest of the
Yeah,
the feed.
exactly. Like when you cut a piece out, you put it together and then go back a ways and then listen to the whole thing.
Make sure it's cohesive.
Yeah, because there's like
Yeah.
sometimes one sentence just overlaps the other, doesn't sound good, or sometimes I'll cut out a lot of dead air if it gets too quiet, or sometimes like if something's said that doesn't need to be said. It's not censoring. It's just like trying to protect the anonymity
Yeah.
of certain things. That's all. When it comes to protection, yes, but censorship as far as our views and cursing, like shit, damn, fuck, cunt, nugget,
Yeah.
we're not censoring those. So the censor bleep is staying in its folder. It's not coming out on my computer at all.
God. Well, it's gotten to the point where I don't really hear cuss words anymore. It's just like a person talking.
Yeah.
I never think of like, ooh, that was a bad word. It's just like, no, it's a person talking. Unless like they use it needlessly, like all the time.
Yeah,
It's
like in a Rob Zombie movie.
it's like every single word that comes out of their mouth is cussing, or when they're really, really super loud about it. It's like, I'm not racist, but I used to go to high school in a very... well, actually, I did the statistics on it, and it was 50-50%.
Really?
Well, there was like a smidgen of like other, but generally it was like half and half, black and white. But there were really obnoxious black people, and I've met some really like nice, like old-fashioned black women before, and they're like really structured and stuff, and that's cool. But then you see their children, and they're just like really loud and obnoxious about it, and they cuss a lot, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, wow, not only are you like being vulgar, you're loud about it. Like, yeah, you can be vulgar, just do it quietly so I don't have to hear you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count that as being racist or even stereotypical, because there's like
There's obnoxious white people.
a lot of them.
Yeah. And I had to do some it's not like community service, it was like service hours for one of my classes I went to, and I had like to put in like 60 hours or something.
That's a
So
lot.
I was over at my dad's high school a lot, and I would sit there and I would just watch the kids, and they were obnoxious and rude and stupid.
This is a high school?
High school. This was like 10th grade, 11th grade, stuff like that. I was like, wow, I don't ever remember being this stupid at 15. Probably because I wasn't, but I didn't get stupid until like, I don't know. I'm not stupid. I'm just, I don't know.
I think
I've never been obnoxiously loud like that.
No, I can, you know me, I can get obnoxious and loud, but not in, it's not a constant thing.
Yeah, I was never obnoxiously loud in school because I was a really structured student.
To me, it was just, I was AB on a roll when I was growing up, like, I'm just elementary school, but then it's like, you get to high school and it's like, not on top of the fact that I was in the Philippines, I'm just like, I hit that sort of realization mark where it's like, I don't understand why I need to learn this thing if I want to do this thing, and I was like, I chose to take a lazy route with some
Yeah.
of my classes. Like, that's what happened to me.
No. Okay, I had to maintain a 3.5 every quarter for the 3 years I was in. And then my senior year, I was taking high school classes. I was in high school. I took AP classes. I was in high school. And then at night, I would go to PJC and take college classes.
Wow. So you did a lot.
And I still had to maintain a 3.5.
That is...
That's how I
That is
graduated with
impressive.
over 4.0. Because those AP classes and dual enrolled classes have a higher GPA mark.
Right.
So
So
I
they
thought-
just tacked on top
they
of...
tack on top.
Right.
But because in order to graduate in 3 years, like I wanted to graduate early, you had to maintain a 3.5. It was the rules. And I got screwed over really hard by my guidance counselor because he spaced on the fact that I had to have like 6 AP or dual enrolled classes. And he only had me signed up for 4 that semester. But he wouldn't let me take, when I had asked him when I was in my second year of high school, I was like, do I need to take any AP classes? Like, can I? And he said no. And then he was like, yeah, you need to have 6. I was like,
You just told me no.
you don't understand, dude. There's no other AP classes I can take. I'm taking them all. And he was like, yeah, you're gonna have to go to PJC and do them at night. I was like, wow, you suck.
Wow. Totally unhelpful.
God, no. He screwed me over like 3 times. I was like, you fucking suck. Because there was no point for me staying my senior year. Because literally all you do is your senior year is you take your English 4 and you take a government class. That's it. And the government class is only a semester long. So that's a
Then you
class
just have
and a
one
half.
class for the rest of the...
Yeah, for the rest of my senior year. I'm like, fuck that. No. No. I'm not wasting my time. Because all the other classes would be like literally filler classes. I would be taking like art or drama or teacher's assistant classes.
Yeah.
Those are stupid.
They are.
I could like roam the halls for for the 7 hours that I was there. That was I wasn't doing
Just
that.
do minor paperwork. Get me a copy of this.
Yeah.
Things
no.
like that.
See, I'm not wasting my time. So I graduated early and got my AA when I was 18. And now I'm a junior and I'm 19 and I'm halfway through my junior year. So I have 3 semesters left. And then I'll have my BA. And then I move on to my MA and then I move on to my PhD.
And you're not even 20.
Nope. And I'm hoping to have my PhD before I'm 27.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
Considering the route that you're on right now.
Well, University of West Florida does not have a Eastern European history field. They don't have it. So I might have to go outside of the state of Florida to get my my PhD would be specialized.
Right.
So I might have to go outside of Florida to get that degree.
Lucky.
Well, no, I would take online classes, so it's not really.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Or I would have to go overseas to Europe in order to get that done. That's expensive as hell.
My dad always seemed very disappointed with me when it came to school. Because I don't know if that's where we got our miscommunication, me and him. Because, like, the only reason I graduated high school in the Philippines was because my computer class and one other class, I think it was my science class. I had 1 extra credit in science, and I had earned 4 full credits in my computer class. And that pretty much helped me pass, because I had a -1 in Filipino, because I didn't want to learn it.
How do you get negative?
Because I just didn't do anything. Any exams that happened, I'd take them, but I don't know, no idea what I'm reading,
Yeah.
or I can understand some of it, but it's like I have no idea. So I would fail, and it's just like I had like a -1 credit or something. I don't know. The teacher said that she would pass me in senior year as long as I did a project at the end of the year, and technically I did, but because of the overall credits like earned, I was like a negative something. So yeah, my computer class saved me from to graduate, and then colleges were sort of what's the word I'm thinking of? They didn't really feel safe putting me in, so I'd have to take entrance exams at every college I went to.
Yeah.
Well, except for informatics, but that was just like it technically wasn't even a college. It was just like a school to teach you about computers and stuff, but it didn't. I found out after like 2 semesters that the credits don't transfer over to universities.
That sucks.
So I wasted 2 semesters.
Yeah.
So then my dad talked me going to the university that he graduated from, and I really didn't want to go just because it was he's the one
Yeah.
trying to get me to go. And when we get there, they did the same thing. They looked at my high school report cards, graduating report cards, so on and so forth. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna need you to take the entrance exam and the IQ test. And it's the exact same thing happened every time. Passed the entrance exam, no problems. IQ test, I'm in the upper 30 percentile.
Yeah.
Every single time that they get it, and at my dad's university, the dean actually, because he was reviewing everything, he actually said, I think for computer science, I think with your IQ here, your computer science would be too easy for you. I suggest you do computer engineering. And I'm like, well, I like computer science, and I already know some of the courses.
Yeah.
But then I just couldn't stick with it. Not there.
You know they have, you can get a 4-year degree at PSC
Yeah.
for computer science. Well, I'm just saying.
The
classes are cheaper than going to UWF.
Yeah. It's just like I said, I don't know if I want to continue with the computer science course.
Because it changes all the time.
Yeah. Computer engineering maybe. And
that would be cool. You could build your own computer.
Yeah. In that field, I have a little bit more leniency when it comes to what I want to do, but at the same time, I really want to go after multimedia.
Well, then.
So
don't they have? I don't know if they have that degree.
Well, where I want to go is in Orlando. It's Full Sail University. They have one of the best ones in the. Oh, I hear beeping. Nope, no, it's phone's blinking. No. Okay, I want to go to Full Sail. My friend Luke, who does Ike Productions, he goes to Full Sail and he's doing it for music.
That's cool.
He's being a new music producer, and he's really, really good at what he does. But I want to go there for their film classes because they give you they teach you, and the reason I like it, from what I've seen and heard, is they're very hands-on as opposed to sitting in a classroom listening. They actually have a modeled movie set for you to practice on, real equipment, real sets, everything. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something hands-on. I don't want to pay for a semester where I'm just going to be sitting in class learning theory as to why what Spielberg's inspiration was for making this movie. I don't want to learn that. I can understand movie references and movie history on my own. I just want hands-on.
I never took an IQ test.
Is there a way online or that you can check your GPA?
Yeah, for me?
Just in general.
You'd have to go to the school and do it that way.
No. I'm just curious. I've never known my GPA because in the Philippines they just do the IQ exams. And that's it.
Technically speaking, the most accurate your IQ is ever going to be is when you're 13 or something. That's when you're supposed to take it, and they place you in I've always been placed in the gifted classes, and I took AP classes, advanced placement, and dual enrolled classes, but I've never had my IQ tested. And once you are over the age of 18, your IQ actually becomes more inaccurate because it'll decline with age.
Yeah.
You're never smarter than what you are at the age of 18.
It's because you're uninhibited with things. Everything's new to you.
You when you're a child, that's the best time to learn a new language.
Yeah.
Is when you're a kid, because that's when
the best time to learn anything.
Yeah, because when your
instrument,
brain is the most equipped at that age, and I will probably never be able to understand a second language because I took Latin in high school. Come on. That's dead. But, I know some Latin, and I can tell, if the root word is Latin or not. And I know some Japanese.
Yeah.
But, not a lot. I can't understand
you couldn't speak it,
I couldn't speak it, and I couldn't understand a conversation. And I know some Spanish, but no.
You just look to Steven for that.
I'm
what
dude,
did you say?
Well, what's going on? Yeah, basically, I can.
No bueno.
I understand context, from body language and stuff. I can pick up on a conversation. I can tell if they're angry, happy, sad, emotions. I can tell emotions from that. But other than that,
you could probably learn sign language.
I thought about it.
Really?
I did think about it, but I don't have the time. I'm going to buy the Rosetta Stone eventually and learn Japanese.
Right.
I don't know what good that's going to do me, but hey, I can at least say I know a second language. But, yeah. I don't know.
I've always wanted to learn Japanese, and actually, it's always funny when I tell people I've considered learning a second language, and they're like, "Don't you know Filipino?" I'm like, "No." "Don't you want to learn Filipino?" "No."
I remember being allowed to take the SAT when I was in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm. Wow, really?
Yeah. So I was in a room full of high school students taking the SAT at like 12.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The scores were apparently like for an average high schooler. They weren't like amazing. They
Yeah.
weren't amazing scores, but they didn't like completely suck either. But I took the ACT. in
Well,
high school.
considering you were younger and of a lower grade, and that they're comparable to people that are in high school, that's impressive enough as it is, all in itself.
It was because I scored like in the top 1% of the FCAT when I was in 7th grade. I was like,
We are
do
such
I have
geeks.
to? Do I have to take this? I don't want to. That's like 3 hours of my life. I was
Sitting
stuck
in
in
a
a
room with
trailer.
other-
A trailer. That's where they had it
Oh.
at UWF, in a trailer. I was like,
Yeah, that must have been hell.
shoot me. It was
Well, you have a gun
terrible.
to do that now.
And I was really bad in math in 7th grade because I had a terrible math teacher. So, like, I don't know half this shit. What is this? What's with the numbers and the letters combined? I'm in 7th grade. We don't know algebra. I know long division.
There you go.
See? I was like, oh, you suck.
Math has never been my strong suit ever. Like, we've already discussed this. My
Yeah.
101, I'm fine, but
I did calculus. I can do calculus. I don't like it. I prefer not to do it. I really hate trig and geometry. Hate those. Algebra 2, I was good in algebra and algebra 2. I got A's in that, but calculus I got a B. I'm just not a math person.
I'm just glad I got my passing credit for calculus.
I
That's all I'm happy with. I'm just like, I don't care if it wasn't a high percentile, whatever. I'm
Yeah.
just glad I passed by a hair.
I memorized things. I contemplated being in the medical field when I was in middle school and high school, like the early half of
You mean
high
like being
school.
like what in the medical field? Like a
Forensic
doc-
pathologist.
Uh-huh,
That's what I wanted
nice.
to be. But mostly I think it's because I really felt pressured by my parents to do well in school. Like a lot. Like my dad has a master's degree and he was a chemical engineer. And I felt really pressured by him to do well in school. So I'm still getting a doctorate. It's just not in medicine.
Right.
Plus, I found out I probably would not be a good pathologist when I stuck my hand inside of a raw chicken to clean it out, and I about flipped shit. I flipped out. I stood on my tiptoes and like danced around, like ew.
You didn't do the class dissections very well, did you?
No. In zoology, I made my partner cut it open, and I pinned it back with the pins.
I was when we did the dissection. Luckily, our class didn't do freaking cats.
They do have cats.
There was a class that did cats. Luckily for us, we just did frogs. I felt bad because I caught the guy.
We did giant rats. Yeah. Well, we did a lot of things. We did like from a worm to a rat, I think was. We also did birds, fish, a grasshopper, a giant foot-long earthworm.
Okay, those are interesting to me. The insects. The frog, I had to cut him open, which wasn't fun.
I can't remember if we did a frog or not. We probably did, but we did a lot. We did like 12 dissections. Like every single class we had, we did a dissection. I just don't remember. It was at night. There's only so many night classes.
Yeah.
And no. History is easy. I memorize things really well.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, let's just stick to
Yeah,
history.
I was talking about this with Tiff actually last night, talking about the whole memory thing, because it's like I had a customer calling in needing help because their device was not connecting to their router, and I'm like, well, if it's not the device, it's your router, I can't help you. And he goes, it's a Netgear router. I'm like, I'm really gonna do this, aren't I? Okay, Netgear router, put in your IP, and it's because I can memorize, like, I have this sort of photographic memory when it comes to software, I guess.
I have a semi-eidetic memory.
Yeah,
It's photographic.
Yeah, because it's like I knew exactly where he was because because it's something I've worked with before
Yeah.
in the past. So it's like, okay, not extensively. I just from my stepdad having it. So it's like, okay, well, go to this IP address. This is your login. This is your password. And he's like, how do you know this? Is like, have you ever gotten to this point at all to check your router settings? He's like, no. Then this is your default username. This is your default password. You can change it later. I'll tell you how. Just do this. And I got through the whole steps. And he even asked me after. He's like, are you on a computer right now? I'm like, no. This is out of my head, man. Just and then hit apply and then okay, see if it's working. Hey, it's connected. Yep, you're welcome.
No, I can only do that with books. Like, I
wish I could do that.
can do it with books. If I read something, it was back in high school, we had like this report due, and I didn't read any of the material, and we were set up in like 4 people to a group.
Yeah.
So before the presentation I read the chapter that we needed to do, and I was spitting out facts about it like 5 minutes later in front of the class, because we didn't have anything, so it was just me talking and no one else did anything. They just stood there, and my partners looked at me like I was fucking insane, because I was spitting out dates and like statistics and stuff from what was in the book, and I was just repeating what I read. It's not like I understood it at all. I was just repeating it.
Yeah.
But I guess it was just the fact that I could stand up there for 5 minutes and spit facts of stuff I read. But
I see, that's impressive. That's like that's Rain Man shit right there.
No, when I read things, I can remember what page it's on. Like, how I study is I reread my notes, and I do that a couple times, and I can remember. It sucks in a test, because it's like, I know I read this. It was on like the 6th page of my notes on the left-hand side in that little tiny corner, but what did it say? That's my problem. I'll remember exactly where it is on the piece of paper, but I won't remember. That's how I do really well in like open book tests.
Because you know
Because I
right
know
where to
exactly
go.
where the stuff is. Sometimes I just can't remember what it says.
Right. But you'll know where to look at least.
If I know the shit, it takes me, literally, I've timed it. It takes me 15 minutes to finish a 100-question test. If I know what I'm doing. If I know what I'm doing, it takes me 15 minutes. If I don't, it takes me like
longer.
45.
Okay.
And that's it, guessing and trying to figure the shit out, especially if it's
The
math.
answer is C. The answer is C. Circle C.
Yeah. If it's math, then I'm just like fucked. If it's history and stuff like that, if it's multiple choice history questions, 15 minutes flat, not a big deal.
This is probably the geekiest podcast ever.
It's the most academic podcast.
There we go. This is our background. This is why we're geeks.
Yeah.
We went from school stuff, and now we're into like Doctor Who and.
Well, yeah, that was just because in high school I never had a chance to be geeky because I was so academically focused. It was like,
that's why you drew off your nerd herd.
well, yeah, I hung out with nerdy people, but I never I was like the quote unquote hot one of the group. So I never got to really experience. I was just there for aesthetic purposes.
Eye candy.
Yeah, I
we should
wasn't
say.
I wasn't allowed to be as geeky as I wanted to be because it would have thrown off the curve, I guess. But
The more geeky, the merrier.
I just wasn't like really. I didn't feel comfortable enough to express how geeky I was. Like, yeah, I played video games or read comic books, but that wasn't.
No, well, actually, it probably helps because considering a lot of the guys in your nerd who were already after you, if you went any further as far as showing your geekiness, that probably would have made it worse.
But like now I can, because I'm married now, and it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, flaunt
Yeah.
how geeky you are.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. So now I can be more lenient with how I actually act in public. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. So.
Hence, Serenity T-shirt.
There you go.
Serenity keychain.
There we go.
Sonic
Doctor Who
screwdriver
keychain,
keychain.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
A TARDIS mug.
There we go. And I like it, but it's difficult to be geeky when I was supposed to be the smart one. I was quoted like the smart
intellectual
one. I was the smart one. I was the pretty one out of the group, but the group was like 5 guys and me. Come on. Yeah, I had some competition with one of my friends who kind of looked like a girl, but I mean, come on. His hair was nicer than mine.
Was he Asian?
No, he was just really gifted with his hair. But I wasn't really the geeky one. I was like the smart one. I was the one who people wanted to like cheat off of the tests.
Oh, you were that
like,
one.
Be their like science partner or something. That was me. Except I was just really bad with microscopes.
See, the only time I was popular was in computer class. Anytime I'm like, partner up. No, sorry, I already got a partner.
I understood the computers. Like I took some computer classes because they were mandatory. I can do it as long as I have something that's telling me what to do, or the professor instructing it. If I'm left to do it on my own,
It's like,
it took me 3 hours to fix my computer once. It really needed to be fixed, and I did it, but it took me a really long time to figure out what was wrong. But I fixed it.
well then, it's good to know. That means it tells me how I need to instruct on editing.
Well, you can give me a book about it, and I can figure it out that way.
Oh, it's really not hard. I just got to show you the basics, and the basics are all you need to know.
And I can
It's not like
figure
you're
it
doing
out.
special effects.
It just takes me a while.
It's not like I'm saying, okay, here's an action sequence, cut it together and do all the muzzle flash effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muzzle. But I mean, I can do stuff. It just depends. Technology's not my strong suit, but I can do it if like a grade depended on it.
Actually, because it would help if I had another editor around and I could get to the point where I could give you pointers on doing more advanced stuff, because later on down the road when we actually do more skits and things, you could help.
I guess I always worked well under pressure. That's why I wait till like a day before the paper's due, and I can crank out a 20-page research paper, not of doing the right research or anything. I can just sit there, do the research, do the paper. I can read a book. I can read a 300-page book in 3 hours. So if I am pressured to do it for class. If I have to write a paper on the book, I will read the book in 3 hours and crank out a paper in 2.
Wow.
I can do it. It
That's
sucks,
sorta,
but
no,
I can do it.
That's sort of like how I was for a lot of the times with the skits before in the beginning of the vlogs, because the vlogs are no brainer.
Yeah.
It's just about cutting them together, but the skits take time. So it's like the day before I say I'm gonna upload, and it's like I really need to get this effect done. And in all honesty, a lot of those first couple skits, I had no idea how to do the effects. I just knew my software. I knew what it could do and everything, the ins and outs of it. So it's just a matter of finding out which effects to do what to pull it off. So it's like I'm sitting there the night before it's supposed to be uploaded. I'm just like, okay, let's figure this out. And it always comes out great. Not always flawlessly, but I always get what I need out of it.
Well, that's how I performed so well, like in school, because I had my dad like pressuring me, and at work I had management pressuring me. So I had that kind of pressure going, and that's how I function the best, is under an extreme amount of pressure. Granted, I take it out on my body physically. Like I lost a lot of weight when I was working for the company, because I was lifting really heavy boxes and rearranging the freezer and forgetting to eat for 8-hour shifts, and would function under extremely high pressure situations, but I would not necessarily take care of myself.
Okay, so how do you like your work environment at this job?
Well, it's like 1 day a week. I mean, come on. I don't really consider it work.
But it's not bad.
It's not bad. I just work really well under high pressure. Like, I hate letting people down. I cannot stand it. And at school, I felt like I was letting my dad down if I didn't perform well. And I hate letting people down.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I like being the reliable one.
Yeah.
That's what I like to be, is the reliable one.
Well, then we'll definitely, once you get to the editing part, then you'll definitely have pressure coming from.
But see, that's
Liz,
just
we
more.
need this podcast done in the morning. So
well, that's how I function. It's really bad for my health, but that's just how I do it. Just like, I need to do this.
Well, at least here you
I'm
get paid.
gonna let them down.
We can pay you in coffee.
You didn't buy my coffee this morning.
Wait, that's 3 coffees.
Yeah. That's like $14.
That's like $14.
$15.84. No, 64 cents.
Good God,
66 cents. Yeah.
Because you get the same thing every time.
Yep, $5.22. $15.66.
I should just give you back my gift card. Even shit out,
Oh my goodness. See, I can do math. Simple math. Adding.
Yeah, see? This is why I don't understand why people get on me. Like, math. Like, it's addition, man. It's not that hard.
It's not like I'm sitting here with a calculus.
Yeah. And I have a weird system of doing it too. Like, they're like, what's this plus this? It's like, well, that's only 227. Okay, for example, just as a very simple one, just to give you a good example. 27 plus 25, what's that? I'm like, okay, well, 25 and 25 is 50, so it's 52.
Oh, yeah, I do that too. I'll break it up.
I don't do the exact number. I break it up to a number that I'm familiar with and then add the differences.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm good at addition, subtraction, things like that.
I do a really weird thing with numbers to begin with, because I have some minor OCD, whereas my house number to my parents' house is 561. I add them together.
Oh.
So it's 12 when you add it together, and that's 3. Imagine a little plus sign between every single number.
Yeah.
5
plus 6 plus 1 is 12.
Yeah, 5 plus 6 plus 1 is 12.
2 plus 1 is 3.
And then 2 plus 1 is 3. That's what I do with the numbers. I try to add it together to make the smallest amount possible.
That is
I
good.
don't know why. I've been doing it ever since I was a little kid.
If it works, that's all that matters, as long as you get the right answer.
It doesn't do anything. I don't do it in math. I just do it out of habit. I'll add numbers together, and to get these small, it's part of having OCD. You do stupid shit to make yourself feel better. And if I don't do it, it irritates me. Well, like my house number, my apartment number, 130, 4.
Right.
Because
1 plus 3 plus 0, yeah, 4.
Yeah, 4.
Wow.
Yeah. Hell if I know why I do it, I just do.
All right, so if we ask for your apartment number and you say 4, then I'll be like, okay, that's probably why.
Yeah, you break it apart.
Yeah, you broke it apart. So it's either 3, it's either 1 3 or it's
3-1.
22 or 3-1, or there could be a 0 somewhere there. I don't know.
Or it's 13 or 31 or damn. Her and her fucking
You
numbers.
have to be so cryptic with it. Like,
I can't help it. I add shit in my brain. And if it comes out with a number I don't like, then we have a problem. I like numbers to be kind of even, you know.
you're the type. You're like the rest of us, where it's like you're turning up the volume on your TV, and the volume bars have to be an even number.
Like I hate the number 9 because why can't it be 10? Because
Yeah.
10 is 1. Yeah, that's what I do in my brain all the time.
No, the George Carlin actually said it right when he said 10 is just a psychologically satisfying number. That's why it's always 10 best dressed, 10 top 10 movies, the 10 commandments. So check this.
The
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, no, that's what he said. He said, so theoretically, when they were making up the 10 commandments, using 10 was a marketing strategy.
That's good.
Yeah.
But no, see, that's what I do. I do it all the time. Like 160 on your computer, 7.
Once, I see what you mean.
I do it all the time. And being inside my brain would be like hell to a normal person. So you're just like, what the fuck is going on here?
And you've already seen me on coffee. My eyes just dart around seeing everything. It's like, okay, like when we're picking out your mouse.
You and alcohol's better.
Yeah. We will have that.
That was so funny. God.
Was I stupid funny or was I like
It was just hilarious. Well, see, I was kind of tipsy too. So I was like,
You were both funny.
everything to
it
you was
was-
just times
it
10
was just
on the hilarity meter.
hilarious to me. But I wasn't really drunk because I got sober really quick. But
Yeah.
it was just hilarious at the time.
You actually got
What was
pissed
I?
off.
Oh, it's
I didn't get pissed off.
You did. You're like, why am I sober?
Oh yeah, I did get irritated the fact that got sober.
you got sober really quick.
Yeah, I was like, why am I sober? This isn't fair. Because
And
you were still going at it. And I was like, damn it.
Yeah, it stays in my system a lot longer for some reason, but I'm not the kind of person that I've only once thrown up from drinking, but that was only because
Mix alcohol.
yeah, like I was at a friend's house and it turned into a party, invited a bunch of people over. We started out with a case of beer, then somebody brought tequila,
No.
then somebody brought Jack.
God.
Yeah.
No,
so,
you gotta remember this little song. Beer before liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Ah,
Yeah. That happened to me once. I didn't get like sick, but I had a headache in the morning.
so you just recently become an alky and
No,
that's-
this was back when I was like 14. So, yeah. Hey, I was naughty at I did. I was into some unnice thing when I was, 14.
we all have our
Yeah.
dirty.
Trust me.
Yeah.
It's messy. But yeah, beer before liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Okay, so that explains it.
Yep, it's a little song to keep you straight while you're drinking.
I wish I knew this a couple years ago.
Have
Dang
a shot
it!
of tequila before you drink that beer.
Is it true that they say that, like when you wake up in the morning, if you drink something alcoholic, it tones it down? Your hangover.
Oh, hair of the dog that bit ya.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes people drink Bloody Marys in the morning when they're hungover because I guess it kind of you get drunk. I mean, you don't care that you're sick anymore because
Yeah.
you're drunk. But I'm sure it probably does kind of take the edge off if you drink a little bit before in the morning.
Yeah, that's something that somebody told me. I'm just like, I don't think I'd have the capacity in the morning of a hangover to actually think of doing something.
I've
like
never
that.
really been hungover, so it doesn't really bother me. I guess I'm sure I would just go puke and be fine. But I really hate throwing up. I always cry afterwards because I think someone's gonna be mad at me.
Aw.
That happened once when I was little. My dad got pissed.
Well, that's just my parents.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you have. It's like I gotta understand. I have to take care of this thing for 18 years.
Yeah. Well, no.
Patience wears thin eventually.
Well, when my, I'm trying to. He doesn't like surprises at all. Like he was not supportive of my marriage when I got married. He was not. Well, none of my family. Part of my family won't speak to me.
Because of it?
Yeah.
Or was it the whole thing where it's like, you're getting married, are you pregnant?
Well, that was my mom, but my dad's family won't talk to me. They haven't talked to me since May of last year. Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Cold shoulder much?
Yeah.
God, that's ouch.
Family, man. Gotta love them.
Yeah.
Well, you
Blood,
gotta put up
yeah.
with 'em. You
Blood,
can't kill 'em.
that whole blood thicker than water thing? No.
No.
No, I've got a lot more friends as opposed to family members.
Yeah.
So,
I tend to just want to do everything by myself. Like just handle everything like on my own in general. I'm not really a needy person per se, but
you're just very independent.
yeah, I try to be. I don't want to put my I don't mind. I like listening to other people's problems and trying to help them out.
Yeah.
But I don't like I guess I think of myself as being like the emotionally hard one, I guess, whereas I don't like to talk about my problems with other people.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to I don't want to
that.
break down and then be viewed as like it's not like a weak viewing, it's just not being
It
viewed
just
as what
draws
was.
it draws back to the whole being you want to be reliable.
Yeah. And
to your
I
friends
don't like
and-
breaking down in front of people anyway. I like never cry in front of people ever. Yeah, you haven't seen me
Yeah.
cry.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't think so.
I've seen you sad, but I've not seen you cry.
No, because I hardly ever cry.
Yeah.
I normally cry by myself.
Well, we've gone through a lot of stuff on this one.
It's like wow.
So your New Year's resolution is to lose 15 pounds. Okay.
yeah. That's well, that and have Steven home safely.
Yes.
But-
No, that's all of ours.
Yeah.
To have him come back.
But
in
I
one
would like to
piece.
fit my size 0 pants again. That's my vanity moment for the time being.
Pretty sure you will.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get
Because
back
you're
on
determined.
my Adderall. I'm really good at like depriving myself of things like if I want to do something but I know like I can't do it, or I'm really good at dieting because I've been doing it since I was like 13.
Okay.
So I just am.
I don't know what to do, like, as far as a New Year's resolution that's on that sort of a level, like a health thing. Like, I guess
Started taking all these vitamins. I did.
I'm like, I remember one year, I think it was like 2 years ago, where I said my New Year's resolution was to wean myself off of energy drinks. Yeah.
Gain weight.
gain weight. Yeah. Yeah, that didn't end up working out. But actually, as far as gaining weight I gained a little bit, but it just comes off just as easy.
Need protein powder, like massive amounts of it. I'm just gonna hook you up to an IV with protein.
That would help if I didn't have to think about it and it was coming into my system. Yes. If I could just do it in my sleep and wake up full of it, then yeah. But if I have to ingest it and make it myself, it's like, give me an energy drink.
No. Protein drink.
Don't they have protein drinks pre-made that I can
Yeah.
get? Yeah, okay, then
Yeah, you
that's
do.
what I could do.
Get some protein bars. Eat like 10 of those in a sitting.
Oh, God.
You
I need to get.
you have a high metabolism. That's your problem, and you don't feed yourself enough to maintain your high metabolism. So
it's
your
gonna.
body eats
It's
away
gonna
at-
kick my. It's gonna kick me in the ass when I get older.
Well, when your body is
Older when I'm
has a
talking. I'm
high
turning 26 on the 7th, man.
when your metabolism is so high, it'll start eating away at the muscle you have if you're not feeding it.
Yeah, I've realized. That's why I was saying, like, we need to go back and a wall climber or something.
If I can
because
focus enough, yeah.
focus.
It's really hard for me to do that though.
The wall climbing.
Not on my medication. It's really difficult.
And it was already challenging enough when I remember when we first started how challenging it
Yeah,
was.
and I was up on, extended release Adderall, like
yeah, so
25 milligrams. I upped it to 60 one time.
well, we'll see in January after you go back to Dr. Thompson or when you do.
I hope I go back to Dr. Thompson soon.
I do too.
He's amazing. He gives me all the drugs I want.
As long as they're needed. Wink, hint, hint.
Prescribed drugs. He wouldn't prescribe them if they weren't needed.
Mhm. Let's go back on a previous topic because I was trying to ask you this earlier and we just
What?
completely threw off. What's the one thing that you really like or just got excited about when it came to Minecraft? Just the freedom of it, or
Yeah, it's the freedom to build whatever I want. Except for the flying aspect of it. I don't like that I can't figure out how to not fly. we'll see what happens with the mouse, though.
Yeah, the mouse will definitely make it
probably
easier.
help, yeah.
And that's an easier one. If you have problems with it, we'll be here tomorrow so we can figure it
Yeah.
out then.
My shoulder hurts.
It's because you're holding that gun up for 150 rounds,
We were there
man.
for 3 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah. was ridiculous.
Wasn't it full? You said it was like full.
It
up?
was so full. There were so many people there. Normally there's like 5. There was like 30. So we had to wait for a
spot.
A spot.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of people got guns for Christmas. I take
That's
it.
what they said. They said that it was like this was the most that anyone's bought handguns for Christmas in like the last like 6 years or something. Like the percentage went up like way high.
Yeah.
Because good Christmas present. I don't know. Keeping people from taking your shit.
Yeah.
Because of the recession. You just shoot them.
That would be funny to see a gun in a Naughty Santa's thing. It's like,
No.
I got a gun. I'm taking it.
No, I don't know if you. I'm sure you did watch the Toby Turner episode. He mentioned Florida about the gun law.
Oh, yeah.
It's called the Castle Doctrine, where if you enter someone's house, like you can get shot.
Yeah, and then they won't be persecuted.
No, they're not persecuted.
Yeah, because you're on their property.
On their property. I love the
They
South
can
sometimes.
all they can do is just say it was defense. He was on my
Yeah.
property uninvited.
Self-defense.
and,
I felt
that's it.
threatened. I can do it.
That's it. They don't even have to prove it. They're just like, okay.
No, you don't have to have a permit or anything for it. If it's in your house, you can.
Which is kind of scary in some aspects because Florida is like the retirement state. There's a lot of old people.
Well, southern Florida is.
Yeah.
But a lot of states actually have the whole you don't have to have a permit for a gun. It's mostly up north and California.
Of course, California.
I think.
Schwarzenegger.
I don't know. I remember looking at the NRA website, and Hawaii will not let you have a concealed weapons carry.
Really?
They have the process, but they basically will ding you for every little tiny thing, so it makes it impossible. They have a map of the United States, and all the states are blue except for Hawaii, which is red. Hawaii's bright red, and it's like because it's so touristy, like people from all over the world go
to
there.
Hawaii.
So it's really not the ideal destination for weapons.
Yeah, I can understand that much then.
Yeah. Plus, if you're traveling with a weapon, you have to make sure that it's
got to get cleared.
well, it has to be okay
And-
in every single state boundary that you cross, because if you get pulled over with it and it's not okay in that state, you are in big trouble.
Oh yeah.
So you basically just have to keep up on your. Not that I carry my gun in the car, but
Yeah,
if I was
no.
going somewhere, like my dad recently got his concealed weapons carry, because we were at the hotel parking lot in Jacksonville, and I was in the hotel and he had to go get something, and some people approached him asking for money. And it was dark outside, so it scared my dad.
Oh.
And he didn't have a gun on him, so he went out and bought a concealed weapons carry.
Oh shit.
So yeah,
That's gonna be your 21st birthday gift to get that.
probably
Get
it's
that
only
permit.
like $117 for the entire process, and you have to get fingerprinted, and that's like $80 right there, and you have to go through like classes and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
actually not that difficult. You go to Fort Walton Beach. My dad just got it done.
You just need to be 21.
Yep, you have to be
21 and
21. 21.
I know what I'm ready when I become legal.
I mean, yeah, you cannot take it on school grounds.
Of course.
It's illegal, and you can't take it into like a courthouse,
Yeah.
police station.
Well, that's a
it's
given.
obvious. I don't think you can carry it in a hospital.
Definitely not. But so then if you're traveling with it, like if we did this, if like the whole road trip for Comic-Con thing, you couldn't bring it with you because you don't have a concealed weapons.
No, I could bring it with me. I don't know the laws with it being in like a rental car, but I'm sure they're the same as being in a regular car.
Yeah.
But it has to be it has to take a person 3 steps to get to the gun. Like open the glove compartment, open up
The case
the
it's
case,
in, and
flip the safety off. I guess that counts as one. I'm not sure, but for me, it would have to be putting the cartridge, the magazine into the gun.
Yeah, 'cause it
and
wouldn't
then
be loaded.
Firing.
Yeah.
That would be the 3 steps.
it can't be that you can just pull it
No,
out
it
and-
cannot be an easy access. You
Yeah.
cannot have it sitting like loaded in the passenger seat with you. You
Right.
cannot do that. That's illegal. But having it inside, I can have my gun inside my car because I'm over the age of 18, and in the state of Florida you can.
Right.
It just has to be not in easy access. It has to be within 3 steps or more of you
Gotcha.
getting hold of the gun.
So what if you put it in a bag, put it in a container, put it in a bag, and then would that count?
I don't know. And you'd have to look it up. But in order for me to take the gun with me, I would have to look at all the laws with the states that we get into.
That you're going through?
Yeah. And
They're all southern, so
well, then it would still have to remain in the car.
right. You can't just take it out. Like, if we were in the hotel, you can't just take it out and bring it with you inside the hotel. No,
That's considered. Well, I could take it in the case
Yeah.
into the hotel room.
But not just by itself.
I could not have it on my person. So I couldn't have like a holster carrying the gun. That's no bueno.
Is everybody writing this down?
But I could not take it into Comic-Con with me. That's illegal.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's bad. It's like going into a theater screaming fire. That's
Yeah.
illegal.
Or getting on an airplane screaming bomb.
Yep. Oh, ho, ho. They'd probably get you out of the plane for that.
You'd be grounded from...
Yeah.
You'd be on the national do not fly list.
Yeah, you actually will. And
Yeah.
you can't wear skimpy outfits, apparently.
At Comic-Con?
No, on the airplanes.
Mm.
Yeah, the stewardess kicked a woman off for wearing too short of a skirt and deep cleavage. Yeah, she kicked her off. I was thinking the woman must have been prettier than the stewardess.
Probably. I would doubt the same thing.
Yep. So,
But if it's a rule and someone's willing to enforce it, I guess. But that's still stupid.
the TSA got onto a woman for having a picture of a gun on her wallet.
Just a picture of one.
It was embellished. It was a picture of a gun on a wallet, and she was pulled aside for it. The TSA is like mean.
Yeah, I don't agree with. That's the one bad thing I hate about air travel.
I
would rather drive if I can avoid. If it was cheaper, I'd rather do that than avoid the whole TSA.
I like driving. If I could drive to California instead of fly there, I would. Can't, but I would. I don't mind the TSA because, yeah, I guess I would rather go through security than have my plane blow up.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I understand
priorities.
that, but still, it's like just some of the procedures, man. It's just.
I would also prefer to go into that little machine where they x-ray you. Where they're technically not x-raying you. I've looked into it. They're not. Now it's a generic picture of a person. It's a silhouette.
Right.
It's neither male nor female. And when you walk in, it doesn't show your sex. It just shows where the metal parts are on you.
Right.
Versus being patted down by someone.
Exactly.
I don't want someone touching me. I would rather go through, hell, an x-ray machine. You can x-ray me. I don't care. Just don't touch me. Doesn't bother me. Just because they have to be really thorough. They like
every crevice, every crack,
yeah. No. I'm sorry. No.
I completely agree. That's why I say I'd rather drive than have to go through that sort of stuff.
Well, at our airport, they have the new
X-ray
scanner. Yeah.
Okay.
So that doesn't bother me. Fine. I'll do that. Send me through.
I just don't want to be like, could you go with us to this room over here?
Yeah.
Just, no, please.
Well, just don't carry anything you're not supposed to. That's why I probably would not take anything but a book and my cell phone onto a plane with me.
Yeah.
It's like, there's no need to.
The only thing, like, when I go, I'm really smart when it comes to that sort of thing. If I have to go to the airport, to the point where, because a lot of people are just really dumb about it, and then it annoys me when people complain, where they're like, why do I have to take my laptop out? Why do I have to? And it's
Just
like,
do it. They asked you to.
they just do it, and they also tell you this at the boarding gate.
Yeah.
They have a website that has all the information
It's
that you
actually
need
really
to go through.
helpful.
And what I do is, if it's something I know I have to take off, so when it comes to my shoes, I don't lace them completely up so
Yeah.
that I can easily put them back on. My belt, I try to wear pants that don't have a belt.
Yeah, wear like
And-
slip-on shoes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then most everything, like cell phone, sunglasses, anything else that I usually carry in my pockets, I carry in my jacket until
Yeah.
after security. So then when we get to security, take my bag out, put it in, take the laptop out, put it in the other tub, then take my
Yeah.
jacket off, put it in the tub, and I'm good.
Yeah, just try to wear, less is more.
Exactly.
You
You have to be. It's just a matter of being efficient and going through there instead of taking so much time.
Yeah, it's like people already know that they're going to have to go through security.
So why make it that much
why
more
make it
difficult?
difficult?
It's like,
Why
why
do
would
that?
you come in there with like a huge thing of change and then forget to take
Yeah.
it out of your pocket when you
or
go through
have
the
a
machine?
pocket knife
or-
attached to your keychain.
Yeah.
No.
It's
You got to think about these things, people.
some people are retarded.
I know. And I mean, you're in the South, so they're going to make a big deal about like they're invading my personal rights.
Yeah.
I've got the Bill of Rights. There you go.
Yeah. Whatever. It's
know.
and I understand. It's about keeping people safe. It's just.
I get it. I just don't want people touching me.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm the
will
same way.
gladly go through security. Well, I would rather that instead of, the guy that had the bomb in his underpants.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. That could have been really bad.
Instead
So,
of him getting really burned, which I think was it was a hilarious part on Karma.
I mean, it's just, people are stupid, and the South in particular tends to over-exaggerate their rights being taken away.
This is true.
like the gun rights. Florida is the most lenient on all
Those-
gun
yeah, all rules,
privileges.
yeah.
And you hear people bitching about how the government's going to take their guns away. No, they're not. Technically, it's up to each individual state to make that right.
Yeah.
So,
But if anything, the way I see it, the government's not going to take your guns away. Otherwise, what are the police going to do? To not as far as enforcing law, but I mean as far as catching criminals.
well, the police can still have guns. The military can still have guns. It's
No,
just
no, but I mean like people in general.
Oh, you mean what are they? They'll shank people. I am more afraid of a knife than I am of a gun.
Because it's a more personal.
It's a
way
personal
of-
weapon. I
yeah.
don't want to be stabbed. Yeah, shoot me. Go ahead. Don't stab me. It's really weird. Well, because you're more likely to die of like a stab wound than a bullet. Wound,
yeah.
depending on where you're shot at. I mean,
Also depends on the caliber.
well, yeah.
We just took a morbid turn here.
Well, 22 is not going to do any damage to you. You have to like deplete the entire clip in order to do anything. That's why I didn't get a 22. I got a 9.
Because it's small.
Yeah, I could have done a 45 because it's really not that big of a difference, but 45 is kind of needless when a 9 will do basically the same.
And they're heavier.
Yeah, but they have about the same recoil action as a 9 does, so... But 45 is just kind of bordering, like, police territory with
Yeah.
that gun, and I'm like, I really don't want to have to deal with that. A 9mm is perfectly fine for protection, okay? Yeah, let's
It's
leave
not
it
like-
at that.
Because some people were I heard a conversation, somebody was talking, I'm trying to get a personal gun, blah, blah, blah. And then he said that he wanted one that has good range. I'm like, if you want one that can fire at a really good range, this isn't personal
Yeah.
use. This is pointing, shooting at somebody and pulling the trigger.
I mean, you really only have to be able to shoot someone like 25 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's about, where you stand in a house, to wherever the person is. They're not going to be like yards away, like
Exactly.
50 yards off. No.
if
they're
someone's
really
coming,
close.
Yeah, if someone's coming at you from 50 yards off with a knife, that's just run.
Yeah, run. But if you're in a house, it's only so far away a person can be from you. You don't need a gun. You don't need to have like a sniper rifle to shoot someone.
Exactly.
Pick up a frying pan if you're,
Not unless you're picking people off at a distance.
I guess. Zombies are different.
Yeah, exactly.
But, my 9 would be perfectly fine if someone happened to break into my apartment and come in my bedroom. Now I have 2 deadbolt locks and one's not even visible from the outside of the door. So
Yeah.
the chances of them getting through that is
At what range distance were you firing at? Were your targets?
25 yards.
That's a good distance. Was it still accurate?
Yeah, it's just that I have difficulty with the hard trigger pull, but we set the target up about the same height as my dad, like at that distance, so a person's actually really small from that far away.
Yeah.
And a person's really not going to be 25 yards away from you.
Yeah.
They're going to be within like 10 feet or so.
When you're actually gonna have to need to use
when
it.
you're
yeah.
actually going to see the person inside your house, they're going to be close. Like if you hear like bumps in the night, and you go check it out, you're close to the person. It's
Yeah.
not like you're halfway across the room. You're like around the corner. Oh crap, there's someone in my house. Let me take care of this.
Then you just call the police, like, hey, I need to clean up.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you came into your house, you felt threatened. Okay,
Need
yeah,
an
we'll be there.
ambulance. No, it's not for me. It's for the person I shot at. I think his knee's gone. I can't. Yeah, I can see the other part of his leg over there.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you're supposed to aim for center mass anyway, so. It'd be my luck I'd end up hitting him in the head, though, because it jerks upward. So.
Yeah.
You aim lower, but then.
Because of the.
Because the recoil. Yeah.
Well, also just sometimes, just for how some people hold the gun, just squeezing the trigger.
Watch. My fingers move. That jerks the gun down.
Yeah.
Or it'll jerk it up. But see, it's really difficult for me to keep stiff wrists, and that keeps the gun from jerking upward, which keeps from having misfires. But because the nerves in your hand, when you pull your trigger finger, your 2 fingers move. See? They move.
Yeah.
And that makes the gun move, which makes it less accurate. So, it's just how it is. My daddy taught me that.
Lots of information in this one.
Yeah, I do. See, I can maintain some useless shit. Now ask me to name the presidents. Fuck if I know. God damn
It's
it.
the ones on Mount Rushmore, and that's it. Wow. Guess.
See? Oh, you want me to name them?
No. Guess.
Oh.
I guess how long we've been going.
How long?
This is definitely a New Year's podcast.
Oh my God.
An hour and 40
Holy
minutes.
shit! Wow.
This is gonna be a long one.
Gun talk.
Yeah, lots of gun talk, lots of academic talk.
See that? The stuff my brain retains is ridiculous.
Yeah, no, see,
It's like, wow.
there's no way we can actually tailor these podcasts to be about anything specific. We start with something, but then it goes off in something completely different.
And we really don't mean to. We're sorry. It just, our brains function.
It's
funny.
how they work. It's interesting, but it's like, at the same time, it's just like, we were like on New Year's resolutions, and then we
Yeah.
got on high school stories, and then guns, and now, wow.
Yeah.
When is your really quick before we finish up here, since we're already pretty long.
What?
What was your date for your consultation
The
again?
11th.
The 11th.
The 11th, which
Okay.
is a Wednesday. So, which means we are probably going to record a podcast right after.
Right after, and we'll have
On Thursday.
we will officially begin the Liz's boob job update segment.
Yeah.
It will take 5 or 10 minutes out, and she'll talk about
My boobs.
yeah, which should be very
I'm excited.
entertaining.
I'm excited.
But I think we pretty much covered everything we meant to cover, and then some.
I
like
believe so.
an hour and 40 minutes worth.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. I'm pretty sure anyone listening at this point is like, Jesus, shut up. When is it over?
Fast forward button. Yeah.
But yeah, if you are still listening, thank you for all the
Yeah,
support.
we
Leave
appreciate
us
that.
leave us some
Comments.
comments. Please leave us some comments. Send us some emails.
Pretty please.
And I am serious about that contest. If you send us an idea or
Yeah,
graphic that we use, we'll give you a copy of
I'm
it for
gonna
free.
go home and start making t-shirts soon.
Yeah. And we'll sign it too.
Yeah, we'll sign it.
We
There
will
go.
sign them. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But the email address, if you want to send those ideas or just any suggestions or any comments, or if you just want to send any stories that you'd like to have us share on the podcast, send them to 2geeks1mic@gmail.com.
Yep.
And those are numbers, not numbers spelled out.
Yeah,
they're numbers.
they're numbers.
Also, we got our Facebook page, the Podomatic page. If you want to subscribe to our RSS feed, it's all in the description. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless you want to add anything, Liz.
No, I think I'm good. Except I would really like some emails. I would appreciate those greatly.
Yes. Yes.
I don't have anything to do, man.
For
I
ev-
like talking to you guys.
She does. And it
I'm
does
lonely.
make my day to see all the comments and everything. And for those of you that are listening and leaving comments, thank you for all of your support. We love you guys.
We thank you.
We love our nerd herd. Yes,
yes,
we do.
we do.
But all right, that's going to be it for this one. I hope everyone had a great Christmas and a great New Year's. So this is Ray signing out.
And Liz.
All right. Later.
Bye.